Abuza from Amuna join annume eba UTV annume kasebo so ebraso se na annume so yagibre tena se na ede kasebo ede ebremo na ede aseda ema this way chocolate drinks onuani to share onya binuma ebeboa ade asan fufodie no ede ohaw ebebro na munya this way binuma eboa ma watumi eye wadwuma woye biasa so na insuo special mineral water insuo kama pa na special drink no so eboa pa essence wonya ahoho na wo sumo na diet birthday no na edidi nti bomodi ana per special drinks ni bi special occasion special bia no special drink na yedidi sanso na need fufu ni tabenkwan ni nyina kama de bank so de best point ana mansa nyina na edi juma sabre yatena sin sama de ebremu de di makote no ebi ene se
Edon kuma o mrashire dwama kasa dia todwa sempenifoɔ hwɛ ne ma bambonko ema achiamehene
Sanso na oda wani eche na shebedwa fo che se utwe wani mu ehwe abibre mu atoye ade ekoso no enye fekre sanse adom na amanfo aye aban ewo so aban tugo na abaso ewo bibre mu atoye awon che se entwa yie
Police ni baby a wogina checkpoint a woye adwuma ka bi atwi afa no so womfimfiri mantemu
Sanso na ahemfo ewo apiate ne huni valley ne mpatemu eche se amanfo memfa asema asi no ho na omontwem fam se bibi ne yede kwa akoma edom na ebido omudin akoka won se menso atoye nkyenu itobia udin enka ho bi
Nana Osaijan Basic School no ewon sawo mapoye mantemu enema ewon mu no enkoye enti omosre aban no se yemra ne meboa
Sanso ne ba nkramantem ne dan ni eche wejan so edom ewo woja ekura efre ho gon se kire se omoda aban na se sanse omokwan bi ne ntwa yi kura den so aban no aba beye eti ama omo
Ensem no ebi eka ho ene na nwumre yesi nkunya wo UTV so a ye de eva beso mo anuanu mienu a yeso mo ye me Akua Agyeiwaa Kodie mene
Anim Addo afi yenran simnuma ne dan ye ni ede akire mrahye na ene o mrahye bedwam na Ghana ne mrahye bedwam ekọ asetena ne no ena nsem ekopie mu kire se utwe wani hwe bibire matoya entwaye na enye fekra oda wani kire man bi se Mali Guinea Burkina Faso neoma ekoso ho no kire se aban tugo amanfo aninyi neoma bi a ekoso ne no na mrahye bedwani ogina ma edom ewo Northtown honorable Samuel Kujetu Abrakwa ekire se sanoma na ekoso no se bi matoye mpanifo hwe no mo kan ho asemisanse emfamfo nipa emma ebibire mu atoye enipa
growing tensions between Western allies and Russia over the role of Russia and the Wagner group in Mali. Further poisoning the atmosphere is a growing popular campaign in French West Africa calling on France to leave and cut all colonial ties. Then there is a recent expulsion of the French ambassador from Mali, which have all created troubling images reminiscent of the Cold War era. Africa's destiny, Mr. Speaker, must be determined by its own people. The attempts by foreign powers to fish in troubled waters on the continent and import their escalating differences is the last thing the continent needs in these trying times. Mr. Speaker, as I conclude, may we in Ghana not be complacent, but learn useful lessons from the turbulence all around us and do all in our democratic power to preserve our well-acclaimed stability by addressing our own fault lines of growing unemployment, political intolerance, depolarization, economic hardships, CPI stagnation, unpopular policies, resentment for the political class, and lingering unresolved crimes. We refuse to draw lessons at our own peril.
All coup d'etats that have been staged have ended up in one form of democracy, either a pseudo-democracy or a form of democracy. So indeed, coup d'etat is not the solution. There are, in Africa now, there's a common denominator, which is poverty, which runs across. So the ruling class should be seen to be attacking this variable which undermines our influence, which undermines our popularity. That should be a frontal attack from us. Then apart from that, we want to see civil society groups share experiences. Ghana, we are doing, in relative terms, we are doing very well. In terms of democratic credentials, we are doing very well. But what can we do to carry the rest of Africa along? I'm sure the top bearers of this continent will be shaking in their graves that all of a sudden, coup d'etat is becoming the order of the day.
ECOWAS must begin to question leaders today who want to perpetuate their rule, who want to abuse the democratic systems we put in place, who want to extend their lives beyond their life expectation, and who want to abuse the rights of people. If you cannot do that, Mr. Speaker, then there is a high possibility that with the consistent economic failures now sweeping through Africa, more coups will come. But we don't hope and pray so.
For now, coups are becoming the challenge that we are facing again. The maker of the statement has elucidated some solutions. He's enumerated some way out. And I think that to add to the solutions, education for me is very important. Those that we're learning from, or those who established democracy that we're learning from, had practiced it over so many years. And one will be tempted to say we don't need to reinvent the wheel. As a matter of fact, if we really want to do it the best way, what they have gone through as a challenge, we shouldn't go through that.
NDC Agyeiwaa Agyeiwaa Mrashebedwam ene omo akasa de atudwa se ese aban pe kwampo be faso a yede bambo ese fata be ma achiamehene na aboa ma ne bambo akoyi omo chema no mo se nansen asrafo a edi achiamehene achi a yeyi omo afiri ho no mo mampanyina kufu Addo ene aban no akana no atum ne yade bi ha adwene pa enti aban enhwe no nya bibi emfa ho onimonya for Rashid Pepu ne kasaye ebra na wo che na adwe wo Mrashebedwam.
Our focus here is that, like any other leaders of the three arms of government, it is our belief that the security of the Speaker is of paramount concern to the people of Ghana and requires the government to rise to the responsibility of adequately addressing the present lapse, in which a military team, which was part of the military security details of the Speaker, was withdrawn. And despite all the complaints, government has said nothing about it. The lack of sufficient response by the government to the present situation is generating worry and compelling this briefing. We seek, therefore, to urge the government to give adequate response to the worrying situation by the myriads of the public, to satisfy the complete security need of the Speaker.
To me, and so only confidence, oh please, but what show? So you don't have confidence in the police. The police is not in the civilian regime, police for the protecting you. That is why I have a problem with the Speaker. I've been in a need problem, but in this instance, I disagree with him. It is for the whole Parliament, and I say you're discussing. It shouldn't be sectional. When it's sectional, there, let me small baby, I'm maker. Can you make us a statement in the by? We all talk about it. And I say, we be a Minister of Defense, say, by the second, Oma, permit to cross only a soldier form. And the Basana fee was I would draw. Then the defense minister will have to come to the floor of Parliament to answer this question. The woman, because it's for everybody.
Ya twansem no so na yakọ aban asoya ehwe aten ene atentene so Minister for Justice na nei wadanani akwakoye adwuma Register General akwakohwe enoma ekoso ho owura gofre damidu ho no o kire om se adwuma moye no omuguso omoye nenso obommodin aso bo machidom se na be ya mra hyehye a edibie nnwuma ne ade no ebetumi akọ ne totin so.
We want to use the opportunity to thank the Attorney General immensely for supporting us right from the point when he was sworn in. He took his job very seriously. He called all of us and ensured that we give him a list of our challenges. And so from that point in time, he made sure he supported us by writing to the Ministry of Finance, because at that time we were really going through serious financial challenges. Our budget was woefully inadequate, and he made sure that he wrote to the Minister of Finance to support us with something to keep us going. Not only that, we needed money to purchase the land that the new office is going to be, built on. And there as well, he made sure that we had some windfall from some mining company, so we were able to get some money to at least buy the land. He was very instrumental in that. Now, the attorneys, for the first time, I don't think it's ever happened, got a chance to fly the presidential jet as well as helicopter. I'm sure for some it was the very first time they were flying. He made sure they were able to get to the Ghana Bar Association in Bogatanga, and that was a big plus for us. So for all these deeds, AG, we are so grateful.
I also take note of the requirement for your outfit to be financially autonomous. Yes, the law requires that your outfit be financially autonomous, but still, I can't tell it to the minister.
Yes.
In the spirit of that financial autonomy, I would urge you to also take up the various functions and the law very serious. That's reporting, the whole lot of reports that you're supposed to give to the minister. So my little admonition to you is to ensure that there will be full discharge of that function. The situation of the IGF retention has been improved. I think last year it was reduced from 60% to 30%, and afterwards there was a representation by us to the Ministry of Finance. So I'm happy to know that it's come back to 16%. At least that's a start. But I will commit myself to ensuring that it is pegged at 20% by the end of this year. It's the whole host of legislative instruments that are required to be passed under the Companies Act. Same have not been done. We'll work with, of course, we also need your input. So I'll urge you to first work with the Addo Executive Drafting and bring proposals for the enactment of various legislative instruments. And yes, the office building is very crucial. I think that you have virtually outlived your space here. It's been, God knows how long that you've been appointed here. And with the new functions that have been trusted on you by at 992, definitely need a new building. I'm happy that I was a little bit involved with the process of acquisition of the land. And I also ensure that all the onerous terms that have been imposed by the landowner will be reduced, and maybe by the end of the year we can start the construction of a new office.
Thank you so much.
For the restaurant. On this note, I must once again express my fullest appreciation for your work, what you have done. I think that you've done so well, and I am also ready and willing to assist with an advancement of the operations of this office.
Yejina we say suwa home abayeba beto akase bone so.
For nyina kwaba yeto akasebo no so edi amamo.
Wachinane na watwe mienu na apiate a enoben bogoso. Ewato ye mantemu dynamite to ye nam so ma enipa bi hwiro mo enkwa edan no anase kuro no agigya sese no adane amanfo. Aban so pese ochichiri biem eno nti no wabofoto ato wo no mo abedwaku ehweso. Na abedwaku no dwom tenani ye Dr. Joyce Aye. Ene woni sentrofo akasa chiechiri mu kwan a Ghana fo ene wono mo wa manoni betimi aboa edi sika atuma benya bibi edi aso adehye no asene.
Agyeiwaa mpenifo pawye so mbra mehwe foto a wabo ato ho se no so ene obefa na apiatokuru no wasade achichiri biem no saa ekuo no bando dani ene Dr. Joyce Aye woni sentrofo akasa no wochire mu a aban aye ne chefa adwuma ekuo ahodo na nso aye won chefa ankora dodo na nso so no waye ne obetumi na nyina mu no baakofo ensa enso nyame ni kata ebia no obi wo baabi no ono nso pese ono nso de ne kakrawa ebeboa na saa ni so de hunu sa apiate kuro na nyina adweregu no ye besensiesi hobiem na amanfo no wanya baabi edi wonti ato wo kiremu a owo sika kora bia mienu eye GCB bank ena fi Stanbic bank ho ene wabi bank account obi bia opese oboa na odi sika kakra ebeto futuo num na ode boa kuro no chechire no ubetumi edi afa se opese ode fa GCB bank account number obeyisu no eye 1011 300 36123 so opese ode fa Stanbic bank nso a 904000997949 ubetumi nso akọ www.apiatisupportfund.com adwenkyere nsembisa ene bibia pese wo kan edifa sa adwumadi ho no obi nso ho no ma no pese ono ankasa simu pampampan na okohu mpenifo na odane ede hye wonsam ene so no betumi afre number 0554 550 550 anase 020 9313 953 na fi wo mpenifo na odi akwakoma wo mu ofasa kwanya no so enso edito Ghana fo nyina nim se obi ambo a wona wodi nsensemme e wo sai san ekosi yeyi mu no ye betumi abo wo mu nyina #obia entua bi
omampanyin si ekuro na abo no yanchichiri kuro no foforo enu nti sika no ekoboa ama ya chichiri kuro no foforo ena ne etoso mienu no nyuma nanka womo ya ekuro no boy nti no asey no na ya boa ama saa nyuma no anaso obi wo se ana opese wo ye adwuma foforo den ya esese obi didi enu nti no ya na yese sustainable living nyese wo de wonsa ko wa no pe ba bibia wo betumi aye na da nti eno nso so no committee foforo na ehwe na sika no ebeko committee for no ho nti yen ye de adwuma mo de ahye yensa ne se yenyeji sika na yenfa ekwan a emuda ho fine enfanche sika no na sika no so ye cha emma yedie omanu yedie na yese yedwen ho enu nti saa adwuma no mo de ahye yensa ade ato Ghana eni enya pieti kuro no nko a anye biebi a wonu ebi wo ho anananko bi ye adwuma ben ho ne ade ti nyina na ade ato ye ni enti apieti kuro na ye akokora bi a eja ato na bodwusim sane ebe ya eja no bi meto ya bodwusim nti anka nsuo ne ebe sesi nchen nanso yemfa nsuo no nye sesika ye de boa ama wadum na abodwe no na ebi amesane yen ti saa na na ye kan se obia ntua bi
ye to asem no so ane da ho eye atoye mantem na apiate nsem ne da ho ewom ne no na ohina owo presia hima nana nteboa pra kire se asem ya abai nipa eno mo ho aka nanso nipa bi akwakoye o madwen se saa ne aba akyede o mode ba ne ade nti no obi wo hokora sabi nnuane ye de bre o mo akyede ye de bre o mo a o mo ho aka e de o mo akogu bia bi no no wakọ obi no de no ho akoka obi nkra me ka ho bi na saa atoye nkyemi atoye ne no na nana nteboa kire se saa de no so wo ye na mpanifo nsa so o mu a enya ade o mo de ho beche we eye bre na ekubi efe Global Future Resources edi emwa ekọ akọboa saa edoma omo ho atochima anase oha bi akwama omo ewo apiate ena ochese wa atoyentim bi anto no enko enkoji no bi na yemusuo edema.
I think on your day yefa how you na yede cause more harm another yede issue a kwan bi a obebadra those who really needed support na they adeno ebunu beba be hihye ma omboa yes your TV from baby wodi kan work or parish hall yete ne binum krom woba wobeje diban na that internet ya kada issue about security and identification e dey hwenie wa ha me sure that yeah national ID no me sure that we bi wo ho so we should pull data from them yeah involve national identification authority now you to me identify one and what ho ye at the time my issue happening ebi obi wo edan ho ebi at that moment npo na ebi okwa habem nti we nya effect ni be that we can know from those data na national identification for what that down no
then say nyina fa explosives no e airline na e dey adwuma no as a mining industry and mesre say every mining company yes adwumadie na o make sure say share airline ni no and yemfanya adwuma yes anopa 6 o'clock to 6 p.m. that time na so transport you make sure yes escort as nya obi o ye vested in explosives no otina car Anim escort nso di car Anim sanya mani nyina de san share no gu akwan ma me sure say sa torenchem we no it might not happen again and you bet me did that say when was the last time we had an explosion like this in this country ache me sure ka say bi sida but yetumi nyema gu akwan me ya me sure say bi betumi asan esibion e my way and as mining companies and as safety practitioners no the best say say yen kai ho na yen boy ho so na make sure say betumi edi samra we ya minerals commission for the amaye wo airline no say betumi dia ye adwuma.
First time incident in Pussy, no na acquiring in a block here, no one of the machines by boy me to me a diversion, and my casting to me, and no almost also donated premises here, the Amaya, the Union, better. I'm say premises here by and not light was you are into your bubble stretches, and idea they can't hold warehouse and the house almost keep your money into. Yeah, Bobo Australia, mechanical piece, na deka kraka ho just at least. Omo out me abetra ha manaye. Even though no still any or congestion kakra, yeah appeal to other organizations. Some to me the canopies in the brand because COVID need you know. They say the decongestion kakra. Nti uhwe nyama no dia bre am fat nyama bebre. We so mama $10,000 endowment fund. Yeah de be hwen kwala se bi omo mame ifi mana so say now more purampo amuntu mi enimani ya amuntu mi nye adwuma.
Ghana ban enam asoye hwe sase ene obade nipa so amoswafo onmunyafo Samuel Abuginapo ade ahyen beye aduoro 20 pickups bi akwa minerals commission so mo fanye adwuma moa emo adwuma no egoyi
ene mo de ma ye ni bi eye pickups ba ko aduonu eye 20 10 blast monitors, above computer 187, and a laptops on so more 68, 11 photocopy machines, 19 printers, and a number B at say UPS machines and so or more 102, 5 scanners, plotters mienu, and a projectors no bako miensa, and a number B be here, or blow soon sassin no, or dibin so a cow on. No actually no and no so for no na say and no body any petri and what she so would munyanfo Samuel Abuginapo ekasa no wuchiri mu a saa nneema aban e dem mu nyina no na kyese wo hwe animu se won so be ye adwumaso na odi aboa na esan esi wa apiete na edi animguase abre wona wotu efumagudie nyina no saa esan no ebi ensensibiem.
Today the very tragic horrific event of Apieti is brought to the fore, the whole issue of health and safety of mining. And for those of you who are familiar with the extractive industry of the world, health and safety is the key pillar of the extractive industry. An extractive industry without a robust health and safety regime is just as bad as anything, and it shouldn't even exist. It is so for mining. And what happened in Apieti should tell us that if the explosion had happened in, say, Takwa or Bogoso, touch wood, perish the thought, only God knows what would have happened. And therefore, it brings your duty and your mandate and your work to the fore. And the centrality of your responsibility cannot be overemphasized. If one officer of the Minerals Commission sleeps on his or her job or looks away, we can all imagine the consequences of it. It can be dire. But for you to also be able to do your work, you are telling the regional inspector of mines in Western Region or Western North to make sure that explosives which are transported from Takwa to wherever are monitored properly. You definitely need to equip the officer. And the basic equipment people like you need is means of transport, which is why working in close collaboration with the board of the commission, with the chief executive officer of the commission, and with the Ministry of Finance, we've been able to free up some of your resources, which is culminated in these very important hardware and equipment which I'm here to present. Here to present 20 pickup vehicles to support the commission. In addition, I'm presenting 10 blast monitors, which will be used to monitor vibrations during blasting in quarries and mines. Additionally, pursuant to our program of digitization of the operations and services of the Minerals Commission, I'm also presenting 107 desktop computers, 68 laptops, 19 printers, 11 photocopier machines, 102 uninterruptible power supply, 5 scanners, 3 projectors, 3 survey equipment, 2 plotters, and 1 backup storage device.
We are very grateful. There are more to come. And you keep telling me, are they available? And today you are here to see it, like what we say in Ghana, fili fili.
Sabri yesan e de ni di ma yaboafo ne atwa ho akogye nkrato aba yeba yebesan de nsem na aka no e de amamo. Uzafo asema mu nyina kwa ababiem ye to akasebo no so ne dan ani e de akirebo no epue mantembo no east eho na enei empanifo aye nhye se vaccination meche covid mpane omo wo no ombeto so awo tia ye ho enhyehyɛ a sabre omadara di so bia a wonwo pane ne bia bomode a na ko esanse covid no eda ho a ene ye eti
for one no da pomuden ho nsɛm ano ɛwɔ Bono East Mantam no mu ɛne Dr. Frederick Adomako Boateng na kasa yɛ mu no na wɔkyiri mu a sɛ na COVID-19 yarewa no ɛto hyɛ wiase so prɛko pɛsa no ɛma wiase ama nyina bo ho mɔden ɛka wonti ɛpam ho apɛ no adura sɛ ne yɛhwɛ ne mu sɛ obia betumi awɔ saa paneɛ no bi na yarewa no yɛbetumi apam no ɛde afiri yɛ mu Ghana ban so abɔ no ho mɔden ma sɛ no enduro pii ena wakra edi abepie mu ewo maiga na mu a sese ni aka ne se manfo bi tutu wonan na wakwa pomudi ayaresa bia hodo ebe wo mu na pane no wakwa akwo
about 37% per ena at least omanya omo one shot and our omo ye fully vaccinated now is only about 17%. Into share the shortfall now yentimi a hit 50% now and you only believe all the other regions in Yasa challenge and Ghana as a whole. Intina is a special so that you concentrate all our energies in a particular week. And say February 2nd to February 6th as immunization days specifically. Say Bono is meeting a target of what 50%.
Na nekasa ina chini no oswafo da mantam na no odumnyamfo kwasi adujan wono so kasa chiri mu a ensensema ne namfrema mu a manfo bi kasa pane no se okwo na ye bema ubenyina duru ba bi na nyaade a obema ebipagya biem uyo ban so a ye ba betwa wawo nyaade a obewu biem ebikura posi se wo a etumi ku ni nsem bebre no chiri mu asansem no ne kuru bi anim amanfo embuntungu.
Everybody who vaccinated, who have not vaccinated at all or not fully vaccinated to avail him or herself for the vaccines. Vaccines are also available for pregnant women in their homes or the antenatal clinics. They are currently also available for our teens above the age of 50. I urge Nana, the credit, the education, and the media to help us publicize this exercise in the region in order to create the demand for the vaccines.
Bola ho ayebro no ewo afienya woningo prampra mensin ewo enkran adehye no ene UTV edi nkomo ne nkomodie mu no ena omo kire se oba krom wo no ma akwan ye ho mu nyada no enye akwa akoye Kodie wuo enti omo sira ba ni penifo so mbehwe aye edi ama wo mu anya sa akobedie no ayebo achibidi.
Major cars a day we experience more than almost 1,000 passengers amofa. It is the major road at Elinki Afaru Road, Afienya Dowenya. It is to me it's a government because this road no by the name on Google no is called Kings Avenue, and it's on this road that links straight to Ministry of Energy. Now to the ministry from here to the Ministry of Energy, it's at about 1 kilometer. It's not up to 1 kilometer. And also na Ghana inano yam post inano ewo
straight to Afienya no na link to whole road now we call without traffic. But me warren say me da badwen ya hu say one o ma be mark main Akosomo road so mo ba be after almost started so mo ye kwan na me hu say there's nowhere car bia betima here apart from this road. And two sabi community there wo mu na say community no per se develop na say yeah all is about the road. Two me so me a businessman ana me so me de me ho be for community ba me hu say na no masi ko no masa say do rain season na say wo be fa even ukura even tipper trucks nyano somebody ma dance there even obi o tipper car rent me there emfa as I say no ye complaining unemployment mean say stage we ye kwan ne bia anya hwe kura no workers be say 20 be there because one organizer beba, two washing day beba, three omo be chenyi wo ye beba, three ubefa manager supervisor supermarket guest pump tenant at least and so bet man reduce unemployment
seriously nipa bako ena fa kwan we ato no so a ye de nka ye aban ka de ye sha aban na sa aban so nyeden ombra na ombeboa ye this year me cast fi ekobe 2 weeks ekobe 1 month mitumi mpie because ye pe kwan ne ye nti no nanse minya emergency bi na kwan ya ye be fa so epie kra no na ye din
ena Mr. Sari ye boss ba ko pro na wa yi na kuem e de na ho on de ato so say oboa yen na aban ba kwan we so de enye o because nipa ba ko fo ntimi ko okun we nyina enye sa de akom so de kwan so ejuma amba hwe ko ye ofie kura bibia enko so ma yen aban se wan be boa yen pa so de enye o ye sre mu
link ko si 25 junction no so na no kwasem no se ekwan no enye ekwan na sei ekwan na titia pansam ama affect ye nsuo to a etumi bua bewurawura ye store so mu nyina ye say ya broke kwan na ma business bia nkoso
Yanto so da ho ewo mpatemu ensemu ye kwa santima ntemu ne akopie mu ewo bosomtwe district na ho na manfo wo adwafo echese enoma ehi omo ne de edoso pa chese ensuo omo hyeda enya ensuo sanso na kwan enye papa ba bia sebe se yare echi obi omo ne beko sabia nso omo hyeda eni bia amanfo wo adwafo ewo bosomtwe chese we de omo sre benefo mehwe sanso ho egu omo so no omo hwe no mo yibi emfiri so ema omo
Omanfo ewo adwafo ya ewo bosomtwe constituency wa Santimantem hanomo wonum wo haw bebre wo haw da won so ne edi mu akotene pa ye wonum akwan chese ensuo to a suswan no ama monchimonka abedi demu amna akese entika akoni abedi ayedin ene ya opesi die emfuturo na ekum wonum wo sese ne kwan ne tie no driver fo bebre empeso fa enu timpempi no omanfo nante ene wo de abakrom na eno so ya de a ehadwene papa eno da nchen ya wo si mfuturo no edi wonya enti enei enkonkon ene ewa ahodo na eku wonom ewo ekuro no eso ene ne mpotemu ensem we nyina ebeto odwa ebra UTV nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ di breast care international achi ma wɔkɔ kuro no so ekoye free medical screening edema omanfo UTV nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ ne nana oseiba no ya wɔyɛ wɔhene ewo adwafo kuro no mu edi nkomo ema wɔka nea ɛha
challenge akɛseɛ pa ye wɔyɛ kwan sɛ ye kwan de mo ba mu hu sɛ mfuturo wɔ so pa aye bosomtwe de em sɛ ye pa ne ekura ye hia kota kwan ye sɛ ya che ene wo mu ana district assembly abetwa so ne utwa so kura de ye portos no kɔfɔ ne mu mfuturo de ana no odin ti besre sɛ omo ye jaache kwan omo ye kumase kwan ade abesia akɔka bɔ no de omo du ha omo nto fa ha
challenges ye wo ye krom a de ekwan ya nam so efiri kontanse ba ye dwafo ane de obi obeba ha bia no odi ya omaye asefem mfuturo de yare ahodo bebre ba wo hwe krom ha obi e bowa kata achi obi a efise mfuturo no efira no pa kopem sa de beche
efiri kontanse ba dwafo ya se de ekwa ne nye kora mfuturo wo so amramra amasese kata achichi ye mu e bowa sa ekwa ne de kase enhaye ne ane ye boa yensu yenso ayi ba kope ena wa hasen ye pension ni bia ka ho ne yesra ba se ye kwa no so mo modene no meye mayen
e kwa na nya kura nye tama accident bi kura nko ba bia ye dem nyina di mfuturo ye so ye to ade wo kwa ho bo huna hu nyina bo mfuturo lezi kwa de bese so kura na ye ko ti yesra na na se wo mo aye no megu ye kwa ne mayen
President Awada Breast Care International no and Dr. Mrs. Beatrice Wiafi Ade oni UTV nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ kasa
ehu sɛ enkwala no sɛ ye educate woman omu benyi with the knowledge omu so kra beboa yen ama ye educate omu maame nom ene community a omu wo mu no enkan no ne yekɔ senior high schools ne nko a ena bia tertiary kakra but se de junior high school schools near the Omaka home. I pese omusua no muhu se omo nipadua no kra te sen. Obobo nufo na yedien na nufo no mpo etuatua ho no yare timi ba mu ana. Enti enkwala na education ne de fe kra na ebeye ne kese.
Ene no donfo Nyankopon ede afe akaye kwanchefo panyi Dr. Sekwame despite ho ama wonya mfinhye adusia na wo kire mu ano wo si kuntunhwe ani ntia na ekontie ne no obunuketem ene ne mfefo ahodo no ekọ asantemantemu eye agrawia moase a eno wo seche south mensinim ene omafo ne kobo ediemu ediya na nya asem ketwa wo kye niema ede makunafo a ewo krom wo no mu na afeso wodi sika ema ensori beye enkono ewo no mu se yenche mfama ekunafo no eniema ne bi eyentema ebi ye mo anwa TV fridge ene niema hodo ekeka ho na eja enei se upe eni eko agrawia moase a na bewu se ampa wodi hye ye wo no na ene ye wo no a emubo mu eda Nyankopon asia na nya asem ketu akora wono mo kwa asie nyina da no ebompaye ema no ehira no se twedi apokwa entuni nkwanem omfamfie ni bi enka ho wonte na ahyemu no nkoso anya no kesi
Emfie adiosia Dr. Sekwame despite enimonyam shaga na mind ya mano kanema mpani ora Agyeiwaa asofo mpanifo yenya eye Ashanti Regional Minister eye Honorable Simon ose onu ankasa wa Honorable adie na beka fa obemfo Dr. Sekwame despite wo
Dr. Sekwame despite eye nipa sonko one ninua Forisapon a free bram share wom no kreni or makura me ya besine na titru ebra me meye asante mantem so afui sameka se wo majamu okwan bia mu a na me ditro sa anipa se no wo mo dasonko yenta enya wo mo so bi mo hwe obi ho no mo a wo hwe ba bia waduru na enka ni birthday ti sei wo beti anu afa alupre nu aduru abrochiri ho na nko ne na busuafo Kodie wo se da bi me kominchi baby a me free baby a wo me na me no amumom akodi mawoda mfie aduosia only few people na benya saade no e wo mo ho hwe ni anipa dodo a aduane si wo mo prono so da bia no pa awia anwumra na no e na abehu enhira Nyankopon ehira sa nipa ye nyina kwenkoto dwanim a mommie mo mpa ye ma no setwedi ampo Nyankopon no ebe ma no kwatenten a hoadi wo mu na waye enhira ama foforo na ye nso a ye won chen no yensua Dr. Sekwame despite na kakra ebetuma ye bia obia nkone na hoodin de obia hoodin be bia no onye na daachi ye de aka no nyame nhira no ye mana wodapa
yedi kwan yemfa seda ema twedi ampo nyame ena ehira na ma na wonya mfie poly system de yesa sre bie ma ne se nyame omma ne nkwa hoodin wom at 60 ye hwa doye niema waya ma oman Ghana yenya yehia mu ohanyina de wo se kan ne se Dr. Sekwame nyame onhira no
ene eye Dr. Sekwame the 60th birthday na ohwe de nyame aye ne de papa no mu waye enam Nyankopon so na esa asida ne nyina ka bom na yeta na chi na odema Nyankopon we nipa bi a sika sisa nipa but ya na mwa se papa we say da bi a say o situation on say obi ana so papa adoye de be na yenka emfa papa ho but still na mi adom na kuma mu ye wasere ene na wa club mu on na tikoi be just say ekoi no ejira ne na so no utimu say ene wo mu nyina ne nsia ne bi akan entina na enyina eta na chi da nyame ase se afia kwa abetu no so biem amena oja mfie dosia
e dia seda kese ma otumfo Nyankopon so wahwe yenua despite Dr. Sekwame so ama onya mfie dosia ne eye nkura hye ma yenyina ye hwe enkabom a ode ama ya ene watima boa ma yenyina kukudamfo aye adwuma o Ghana wakan abom a yenyina ya tiku a sese yenyina ye hu ye ho samri odi na woda no de esre man se Nyankopon be hira no na nimfia wonya no ebeduru mfie wa ha ne nyina atima trase na ye ne na enjoy.
Inu apanyi amehwa no. Ehwa na kan nyina yeso. Oyobi a de nsa beka bia na ehwa. Because nyame adom no. Oso adwuma mu a ehwa. Waka nipa so abom akukudam. Omomo wa say captain of industries. Ndi se ne nyame edi afia kana mfi ho a. Nyame ne yeda na se e wona bra bom.
Ene se wonam na hwe obituary a. Gone too soon no. Ye kwa to 25 nti nyankopon ye obi adom na odi sisi a ya na yinhira. Na we difference ne say ni sisi na sisi keke. Sisi a enema bebre wo akire. Ye hwa doye a waye edi ama nipa bebre. Sebe enema bebre wa na ebi amumu bi nim. Ba ye kan nipa watuam hospital bills for ebi a operation bi a edi ko wuo a wonam akire a wotua 1% nipa be ho a ebe nwanwa de yesre nyina man se Nyankopon ehu ne mobo no mo no ho ban o ma na hoodin ene nyinche na nipa sei no ya na omo no so.
Yes, also ne so ewo ye director birthday hunsemu na dontufo bi to nyum se senyame eto nsemu atene wonsa ose kwame doctor watene nsa ama so nipa bebre so na ebi ene abrante Langabel Olympic supporter ba kopa tani ni dijuma ewa agudie mu nsemu no chese Doctor ose kwame despite ne nsa otene no ebi aso de so da enti se mfie duosia atona ono so wo nsempa ene nsemde efiri nanuma obeka edi ehira no.
Wonderless aeko despite wonder boshi oke wo swejo ke mi se wonder boshi aeko despite legimonisa le wolile despite legimonisa le wolile eja ke legimonisa na lile eja ke legimonisa na lile shida ale despite long life and prosperity. May God guide you. What you are doing for our mother Ghana during birthday people, those who their husband and wife die, you do so many things for them. May God guide you. Amen. You live long. Amen. You may go everywhere. Amen. Money bag bebu egbo. Amen. Money bag nyebo nya. Amen. Money bag bebu no feel no fail. Amen. They be feel no feel our mother Ghana. Amen. They be no yama Ghana. Abobrawa.
Yere kare se nyame osia doctor ose kwame despite you watri bia no on sign en shede na usafo na we so de gina na kase boy de bremu anwumre no so edi nyina akọ na wieye medi edi anim Addo meni menu aba
Akua Agyeiwaa Kodie classy trend for na ma menwi ehye na come how to plaza on be sort you out. Ebusia for me mamu nyina akwaba emamu ajo eba Brennan Hall inside the National Lottery Authority. Ene ye the midweek draw no bremo. Mo share live ever United Television so UTV. It's all about you. And now over to me I share ever your social media platforms so Facebook ubenyanya woho as National Lottery Authority. YouTube so the National Lottery Authority. And now as usual ube to me abeka your home ewa Brennan Hall ha. Now I share live process then you help us to generate the winning numbers. And me I made a Juma Day Ebro, your friend Jessica Williams, and now over to me a friend NLA Aquantra him and then me back better more quiet. Minimum Bema.
Udine, Udine. Those who make me a friend because I said, other calibers.